EI has many aspects to it. Most important aspect is that it is your ability. So who is controlling your EI? You are controlling your EI. You are regulating your EI because it is your ability. देविका की ability, देविका की EI मेरा EI कभी भी नहीं बन सकता. I mean, no matter how much I try to be patient with my child, with my subordinate, with my peer, if the other person does not complement the same ability, I might not be successful in all aspects. However, I can still be more influential vis-a-vis the situation when even I did not try, when even I wasn't patient. So, emotional intelligence is based on your ability to understand how your emotions influence and impact your communication. क्योंकि आपकी EI दूसरे को कैसे पता पड़ रही है, या आप अपनी EI को how are you demonstrating it? Via your communication. Now this communication can be verbal communication, can be non-verbal communication, can be merely your presence in a meeting, can merely be your absence from the meeting. So you are absenting yourself from a very important meeting, so-called very important meeting. That meeting is being hosted by one of your peer member, and he has announced it to be very very important for everyone, irrespective of the department, etc. But you choose not to go there for whatever reason. Did you communicate at least to him with one offliner that, hey David, I would have loved to attend to your meeting, but this is there is some exigency maybe, or maybe I'm not feeling, whatever, maybe a false reason. But did you communicate to that person, or did you communicate this impression to the person that, hey, तेरा important कहने से मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? I don't want to come, I will not come. So both the things are going to influence the other person, and same goes when you are a leader also. So अगर एक cliche definition देनी हो तो please go through the cliche definition. I'm not a big fan of definitions though, but still here it is. At the same time, since EI is not only about your self-awareness, it is also about social awareness. So understanding or gathering information around the emotions that the other person is expressing is also important. And a very tricky part here is that when you are calibrating yourself, you will be honest to yourself. But when you are calibrating the other person, please don't miss a beat. Which means if you are focused to calibrate the other person, let's say out of a conversation of 1 hour, just take out 2 to 3 minutes, 5 minutes to calibrate the other person. Please do calibrate the words, the body language, the way the person has started to talk, how the person is coming up to you. Maybe only for 2-3 minutes, at least you will get that initial sketch of the person. Yes, you can keep validating throughout that hour, maybe after 15-20 minutes again, maybe after 45 minutes again, so to ensure that you are not falling prey to a judgmental bias. Yet it is important for each one of us to gain the calibration of other person.